I don't wanna say anything, cause if I do I might say the wrong words. Oh no. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I'd lose you if I didn't. Till we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes on and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can't wait for a single reason not to say goodbye. Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. Oh, would that make you run and hide? Don't know what to do anymore. I'm out of options, nothing's working. I'm out of service. Come help me now, I'm fucking nervous. I'm trying but can't scratch the surface. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I'd lose you if I didn't. Till we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes on and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can't wait for a single reason not to say goodbye.
What's up, everyone? What's up? Hope everybody is well and okay. I am back with another stream. Back this time with 3 points. Unlike you guys couldn't secure me 3 points. When I asked you to see out the Newcastle game for me, just give me a day off and secure 3 points. You guys did not secure 3 points. But well, I did. I brought back 3 points with me to the stream after beating Brentford. People were a bit on the edge. People were a bit nervous. But what a performance that was yesterday. I got done watching the game back before the stream. I made sure I go and check out the game again. Took like a good 35, 40 minutes to kind of analyze the whole game. And I'll be very honest, it was actually a very, very good game. On a serious note, I can't pick out many faults. I think it was very well controlled. Everybody did well. You can always look at nitpicking things and you can always say, okay, there's more to improve. And of course there is, right? Of course, there's more things the players can do. There's some things the players can do better. Some things the players can fix up on. But it was such a convincing performance. Second half, Brentford, okay, it's a game of football. They pressed us. Well done, Brentford. You know, take your pressing trophy or whatever, mate. But from our perspective, we did exactly what we were supposed to do. Is stay patient, trust each other on the ball, move the ball around well, swap when you need to swap. Just play some decent football. Don't panic. No panicking. Just calm. Everybody stayed calm. And one of the most important things to pick up is how good was David De Gea yesterday? How good was David De Gea yesterday? You guys need to really, please, like you guys really need to tell me how good was David De Gea? Because to me, in my eyes, he was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. The odd ball that he gave away, Jesus, Lord, Allah, what? Give him a break. Give him a goddamn break. Like, do you guys masturbate over distribution? Like, it's pathetic. It's toxic, it's pathetic, it's unnecessary, and it's just stinking of agenda against David De Gea. Leave the man alone. The man is in contention for a golden glove. He's in the conversation for a golden glove. I have weirdos in Twitter telling me Jadon Sancho can't jump, he's 5'10". He's not supposed to challenge for a ball that David De Gea kicks it. We got a freaking one of the tallest players on earth, Wout Weghorst, who can't freaking bring a ball down when David De Gea kicks at him. So you want to tell me, man, come on, man. David De Gea kicks the ball at Wout Weghorst, and Wout Weghorst doesn't bring it down well. Wout Weghorst doesn't bring it down well. I don't understand what these people want from David De Gea, man. They want Shaolin football. They literally want Shaolin football from David De Gea. They want the ball to go like this. That's what they want from David De Gea. That's what they want from David De Gea, man. Give the man a break. Give the man a break. When he needs to save the ball, he saves the ball. He keeps the ball out of your net so you don't concede. He keeps the ball out of your net so you don't concede. I don't need a goalkeeper to take fucking free kicks. There will be a new goalkeeper coming eventually, guys and girls. There will be a new goalkeeper coming to Manchester United. This is inevitable. This is part of life. This is, eventually. One day will come when a new goalkeeper will arrive in Manchester United. But let me tell you this. The day it happens, there's going to be a massive argument in between the fan base about why the new goalkeeper can't do set things and why David De Gea couldn't have done set things. I'm telling you now, goalkeepers age with grace. This is the thing with goalkeepers. Yesterday, David De Gea was doing Joga Bonito on the ball. Okay, Ivan Toney pressed him. Close call. Hold my hands up. Cheers. Thank you. Shit like that happens. It's a game of freaking football. People are freaking. They get like. Do you like David De Gea haters get horny over distribution? I want to understand what's this obsession with distribution? What is this obsession with distribution? What is this fucking fetish with distribution? It's a fetish. Leave the guy alone, man. Leave him alone. He's going to go eventually. I said buy a new keeper and let the new keeper eventually filter his way into the club in a, 1 or 2 seasons. Cool. But until then, keep the keeper, man. We ain't got money as it is. We ain't got freaking facilities and resources as it is. And you guys every day, David De Gea, like just guacking off other keepers, man. It's a piss take. And I'm really annoyed by these Twitter fanatics. It's basically Twitter fanatics. Because you're so obsessed with distribution, you want to emotionally attack David De Gea. That's what it is. People want to emotionally attack David De Gea because they are not thinking in just a rational, logical way. Who came out of a clean sheet yesterday? David De Gea or David Raya? There you go. One gets picked for Spain, one doesn't. But yesterday, one was better than the other, and that's facts. Because one got peppered and one didn't. That's facts. One conceded, one got shagged, and one didn't. There were 2 Davids on the pitch. One got shagged, and the other didn't. And that's factual information. Modern soccer. Firstly, the fact that you call it soccer just is football, not soccer, Mark. Mark Chrysler is football, not soccer. Jeez, man. Modern football. You guys want ChatGPT to run football at this point. The way people hate David De Gea and go on about modern football is like you guys want ChatGPT to run the football club. You'd rather have Chat GPT play football in between the sticks. Like, he's too much, man. Statisticians and mathematicians and physicists and biologists and chemists all come out to freaking attack David De Gea. All of them come out to come. Like, it's absurd. It's really, really absurd. Moving on from David De Gea, let me go on to my next player that I want to talk about. Let's talk about Martinez and Varane. I'm going to talk to you guys together on Martinez and Varane. Big up Rust, says soccer for life. Big up the American gang. I'm trying to visit America this year, so keep a lookout for that. I will be doing some fan funding, raising some fan funding for the America tour that is coming up in Vegas and San Diego. There might be another location that they do the tour in America, and then there'll be Europe. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for that. But yeah, Martinez and Varane together as a pair, solid yesterday. They both had Ivan Toney on lock. It was just a fantastic game for both of them. Martinez, especially, this guy just doesn't miss, does he? Every tackle, he's there. Every challenge, he's there. Every situation, he's there to cover. Fantastic. Yet again, fantastic. Martinez is going to probably be in Premier League Team of the Year. Has to be. He basically has to be. The ball is going out of play, and Martinez decides to go and put a slide tackle in, even though the ball is going out of play. But I do have, eventually, we will need another centre back to replace Varane. I don't know how many more years we can give Varane at this level. Varane, as great as he is, as calm and cool as he is, as much as ice that he brings to our back line, and the experience as well, there will be a time when Varane has to be moved on. Varane also can't play 2 games in a week. I don't think he's played 2 games in a week this season. Please do remind me if he has played 2 games in a week. And there's some young up-and-coming centre-backs out there. Some of them are for some really good prices that we could look at. There's the likes of Bella Kochap, Kim Min-jae, I see someone mention. The Newcastle centre-backs are not bad. Vardiol is out there as well. There's the not Napoli. Who else? Brighton have some. There's some good centre backs out there overall. Tapsoba as well. There's loads of centre backs out there that we can look at, to bring in with some good experience. Eventually Varane will need to be moved on. And Varane has, he's on a lot of money as well. He's on 340 per week. A lot of money for Rafa Varane, which is okay. He's a top class player. No denying that. Fantastic. Nothing wrong with it. But I think eventually we'll need a centre back to start filtering in the next season or two. And Varane can be filtered out in a season or two, because Rafa Varane is 29, 30 years old now, So when do we start looking at a replacement? When do we start looking at a newer, fresher, modern centre back? I mean, Martinez is just flying. The way he picks out the passes, the way he beats his players, the way he tackles, his aerial duels, just everything is fantastic. Everything is fantastic. Unless Ten Hag wants to turn Luke Shaw into a centre back. I don't know where Ten Hag stands with that. Unless Ten Hag wants to turn Mr. Luke Roberto Carlos into a centre back, we would still need to find another new centre back. So that's my thing with the centre back partnership. They did well though yesterday. Fantastic performance, absolutely fantastic. They've been solid, and it's so pleasing to see them two rather than Magaluf. It is so nice to see them two rather than Magaluf. I'll be honest with you. Diego Dallo, fantastic performance. Solid. Starting to come back into shape, into form again. This is what we want to see from Diego Dallo, This is what we want to see. For me, Dallo, look, fantastic at the start of the season. strong start for club and country. Um, I think eventually we wanna see who we're gonna keep between Dalo and Bisaka, because it's a bit weird. The start of the season, we wanted to buy a right back. Dalo comes in, performs amazing. Sorry, Dalo comes in, performs amazing. Bisaka comes in, performs fantastic, putting Dalo on bench. Now we have two right backs performing well. Reports come out saying Ten Hag doesn't want a new right back. But then just 2, 3 weeks later, reports come out Ten Hag wants a new right back called Frimpong. So I don't understand what is the situation here. Is the situation that Ten Hag actually wants a new right back, or is the situation that Ten Hag doesn't want a new right back? I'm not sure. Because as far as I remember, Ten Hag, the reports did come out that Ten Hag doesn't want to buy another right back. He's happy that his both right backs have stepped up. That's what I thought. So I'm a bit, 50-50 with this. If we're gonna let someone go, who do we let go between Bisaka and Dallo as well? I, because of wages, Bisaka has to go, says Jakub. I mean, it's a very these reports, Sky Source, as far as these reports, yeah, it's a bit of a hit and miss, isn't it? These reports, you can't really tell. Some of them they saying he doesn't want a right back, then boom, he wants a right back. I don't really understand. I think it'd be better if we spend our money wisely on a striker and a midfielder before we go into any other positions. I would be very happy to keep Dallo and Bisaka. Would you guys be happy? Let me know in the comment section below. Would you guys be happy in keeping Dallo and Bisaka? I would be. I would be. I think they're both good players, and they can develop, especially Dallo, how young he is. Dallo's only 23 years old, 23, 24. It's lots of room for improvement for Diego Dallo, and he can go leaps and bounds. And Bisaka has already come leaps and bounds and shown you what he can do. So, yeah, but from an attacking perspective, are any one of them any better than the other when it comes to attacking? Not really. Neither of them can cross properly. Neither of them can cross properly. Attacking wise, you need more. Like, look at attacking wise, how important Luke Shaw is. When Luke Shaw decides to attack and cross and be in the final third, it's so effective and it's so accurate and it's so important to the team. This is why he keeps Malacia in the bench and out of the starting 11. Dallo and Bisaka, it's a 50-50. I mean, right now, as much as I love Dallo and Anthony's partnership, Bisaka's cooking well as well, because Bisaka's defensive attributes is unbelievable. That 1v1 tackle, man, it's one of the best in the world. Nobody can deny that. Diego Dallo's 1v1 is sensational. Absolutely sensational at this level as well. Fantastic. Tyrell Malacia. What a player. What an underrated player. Doesn't get enough respect. Or if he does, it's about from like 5 people out of 50. Needs to be spoken about more. We are so lucky to have Tyrell Malacia. Tyrell Malacia is a fantastic footballer. Absolutely fantastic. I adore Tyrell Malacia. If I ever get to meet him, I will give him a big hug, because he actually fills me with joy. Like, he actually fills me with, like, he makes me smile. I really enjoy watching him. He just comes in, does his job to a very good level, to a fantastic level, and goes home. Simple. Simple. No BSing around, no nothing. Does his job and goes home and does his job really well. He is going to be a superstar of a left back if he just improves his attacking side of his game. He is going to be an absolute monster. Absolute monster. And people are not ready. People are, oh, Marshall FC says, Faz, I might change my name to Malacia FC. God is good. God is great. So what I've been doing all of these days, I've been working. The infiltration from within the inside has been working. But you only want to change the name because Malacia and Martial sound similar, name-wise. But yeah, Malacia, 15 million. Swooped in when Fabrizio said, "Here we go to Olympique Lyon," and there you go. Yeah, we got an absolute superstar in the making. I think he's going to stay in Manchester United for many years. I think he's going to outstay Luke Shaw. Of course, I do. I think Luke Shaw will get sold in the next 2.5 years or so. And a new left back will be brought in, and in a 2.5 years period, Malacia is going to be a fantastic footballer. He'll be around 24 years old, if I'm not mistaken. He's currently 22, so he's still very young. Loads of potential, loads of room to develop, and he will develop. I believe he really, really will. Moving on. Feel like I've moved on too quick from Malacia. I mean, his first touch is amazing as well. This guy's first touch is sensational. The guy passing is very good as well. And he's so good he's so press resistant. You can't press him. He's fine. You can't press him. And, to think that he had Salah, Mahrez, these type of players on toast. Saka on toast. Cheese on toast. Sensational. Sensational. Probably the best business, like Martial FC says, probably the best business the club has done in a very long time. Very long time. Very long time. I think similar business was when Sir Alex bought freaking Wayne Rooney, man, at 16 years old, 17 years old. Or when Sir Alex bought Ronaldo. Or when Sir Alex brought Evra, that's clever, good business. When Sir Alex, they brought in Park Ji-sung. Good business, man. Good business. And that's what we want. We want good business. And this is good business. And that's why I'm so hell-bent about having, 25 million pound players, 20 million pound players. Bring those type of players in that are 20, 25 million, etc. Eriksen is free. Sure, Jakub, I respect that. But Eriksen is still at the latter stages of his career, He's not a long-term player. He's not going to add value. Like Eriksen, how much is he worth on the market, Let's be honest. But then Tyrell Malacia, 15 million, considering his first season at Manchester United, he's worth 25, 30 million to me, easily. And that's me being generous. Because if Malacia played at this Manchester United kind of, Europe level for Napoli, for Lyon, Roma, I don't know, Milan, any of the Milans, he'd be worth 45 million, 40 million. Easy. So that's cash money right there. Right there is cash money from Malacia. So yeah. One of my favorite players, anyways, as you guys know, Tyrell Malacia is one of my favorite players in Manchester United. Moving on. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno. He's the Portuguese Magnifico. He goes left, he goes right. Makes defenders look shy. What was it? He plays just like Cristiano. Or something like that. Bruno. It's a good song. Bruno. Good performance yesterday. Funny enough, Bruno Fernandes plays better when he's deeper in. And he plays much better than being in a 10. This is very interesting. I don't know if you guys are picking out, but Bruno Fernandes is not a 10. I don't think Bruno Fernandes is an 8. And he plays so much better in an 8. First half was really good from him, but second half, man. Second half, Bruno I like second half Bruno yesterday, in my opinion. The way he was spraying that pass to Rashford, pinpoint passes, distributing the ball to Rashford, relieving pressure, pinning back Brentford. It's so good. So good. This is the thing. When this is one of the reasons why the 8 position is so important. When your team is getting pressed in their own half, and the opposition players, there's loads of opposition players at the edge of your box, you're obviously going to keep 1 or 2 wingers on the edge of the halfway line, right? You're going to keep 1 or 2 wingers right on the edge of the halfway line because they're going to be your counter-attacking players, right? They're going to find your counter-attack. Bruno Fernandes from deep found Marcus Rashford 2-3 times. That's so, because instantly when you find that player from deep, pow, left foot, right foot, you find that almost like Carrick Scholes-esque passes from deep. Everybody's scrambling back. Everybody's scrambling back. And what that also does is make them say, well, we can't be doing that too much. We can't be pressuring them too much, or else they will have the Bruno Fernandes pass to Marcus Rashford and they'll be through on goal and possibly score a goal. So we must step back a bit. Let's take like 5 or 6 steps back. Let's not press them so hard. So what Bruno did last night in the second half was very crucial. I want to break this down to you guys. It's very, very crucial in a game from deep with Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba. That's all I can say. That's all I'm just saying. Don't go anywhere. That's all I'm gonna say. Paul Pogba. From deep, not much space around you, not much time. Just release, zing the ball to your wingers and let the wingers do the running in behind and chasing the ball and taking the pressure and team higher up on the pitch. Bruno, well done yesterday. Really well done. Need to see more of that. I think it's better we keep Sabitzer higher up on the pitch and Bruno lower down the pitch because it works. It's nothing to take away from Bruno. It just works. Second half, he did a lot of running as well. Did some pressing in the final third. Tried to chase the ball down a couple of times. Tried to chase the players down a couple of times later in second half. Happy with Bruno, man. Real grit yesterday. He showed a lot of grit. And you can only appreciate him for that. Only appreciate him for that. Moving on. Scott McTominay, fantastic. At times a bit like, well, what are you doing in that midfield? Because you're just running to the left, then you're running to the right, then you're running to the left, then you're running to the right. I was just thinking, like, show for the ball a little bit, ask for the ball, come in, take the ball, turn and carry. Those little things, I was looking for it. Didn't really see enough of that. But yesterday he made some good blocks, made some good tackles, made some good jumps. Good performance. Was he my man of the match? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. People are gonna go a bit over because he's had a good performance. Like, oh my god, he deserves man of the match. But for me, he doesn't deserve man of the match. He doesn't deserve man of the match. For me, he was decent. Yeah, decent player. Who was yesterday's man of the match, actually? Let me even check. Can someone comment down below who was yesterday's man of the match? Because I actually didn't even check, Funny enough, I didn't even check who the man of the match yesterday was because it was just everybody performed so well for me. And I'm not going to single out McTominay and say, you know what, McTominay this, McTominay that, blah, blah, blah. Who got man of the match? Let me see. Was it Sabitzer? Because I gave Sabitzer man of the match. I think Sabitzer got man of the match, right? I think Sabitzer got man of the match yesterday. Was it Bruno that got the official man of the match? Mixos got man of the match. Wow. Why can't McTominay perform 2-3 games in a row? It's a question you need to ask him, not me, because he just can't maintain. He's almost like a yo-yo-ist player. He goes up and down. Can't really tell with him. Sabitzer must have got it because Sabitzer performed really well. He got a 7.7 performance, but then Rashford got an 8.1, so he could have been Rashford. They gave it to McTominay. Even the commentators were high. Oh, did they? Yeah, can't give him McTominay. McTominay was good, like good enough just to see the game through amongst loads of good players. This is what happens when the team plays well. You just look better, don't you? That's just what it is. And that's what happened yesterday. The team played good, so McTominay ended up looking good. But in all honesty, McTominay wasn't fantastic for me. He wasn't like he was, oh my God, this is Scott McTominay. Not really. Like I said, yeah, he was okay. Sabitzer, though, on the other hand, what a performance. He definitely gets my man of the match, and he gets a solid 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10 performance because this guy was at the heart of everything we were trying to do. receiving the ball from David De Gea numerous occasions, heading the ball from David De Gea's kicks, turning with the ball, carrying it higher up, 10, 15 yards higher up on the pitch, obviously getting an assist as well, fighting for the ball. Loads of energy, loads of aggression. Sabitzer really, had a top game yesterday, and I hope he can build on that. He's a top player, anyways. When we were looking at loaning him, I said it on the United stand on the afternoon show with Adam. I said, look, he's actually not a bad player. He's a very good player. He's almost like a mix of Casemiro and Eriksen. If Casemiro and Eriksen had a kid, it'd probably be Sabitzer because it's just a mix. He's aggressive. He can play a pass. He can shoot. He's got a free kick. He's good aggression. Doesn't lose the ball too much. Carries the ball a little bit well, not overly well. Just like a mix. It's just an overall balanced player. And boy, oh boy, he can play so many different positions. He's such a fluid player as well. Gaffer can put him in an 8, in a 10, in a 6, in an 11, wherever you ask him. The guy even played fucking centre forward at one point of his career. He's just a fantastic player. Great ability. Yesterday, even in the warm-up, when the players were warming up, they were doing a shooting drill. I watched Sabitzer have fantastic shots on goal with both feet. And we know, he's both footed. We already know that he's left foot and right footed. He doesn't have a preference. But when you see it live, in the stadium, it was fantastic to see. It was really, really fantastic to see. Spilling Media says Scott saved us. Reaching a bit. I know he made some good blocks, but just a bit reaching. I'll be honest, just a bit reaching. Jakub says, love Sabitzer. Great, tidy, very intelligent. That's a very good way to sum it up. Cabello says, that Rashi celebration is starting to get cringe. I can't like Cabello just... Man, I don't understand. Cabello, man, you just want to... People said that about Ronaldo's suit, saying it's getting cringy, but then look, the whole world does it now. I actually really like Rashford's celebration. It's cold and I like it. I don't like it. It's not that I don't like hype celebrations, but I just think because it's not a hype celebration, it's just a simple, cold thinking celebration. I like it. I like it zoned in, zoned in. That's what we like to see. But yeah, Sabitzer, great performance. Good signing. I would sign him permanent deal. 20 million, that's a steal. But it's just, again, another 29, 30-year-old. How old is he? 29, 30? Or 20. How old is Sabitzer? Let me just check. Ladies and gentlemen, Marcel Sabitzer is 29 years old. He just turned 29 last month. Faz, you need to watch the final match between Ajax and PSV. A lot of Premier League scouts will be there for Sangare, Xavi Simons, and Kudus. Yeah. True. I'll be watching that game as well, actually. I'll tune into that game for sure. Big up Woodward with the super chat. Ed Woodward says, Faz Martial had the second best goal save. Mute my mic. Any reason to give Anthony Martial some credit? Any reason? You can I be honest? And I'm gonna whisper this. I'm not gonna say it too loud. Anthony Martial looked good yesterday. I repeat, Anthony Martial looked good yesterday. It was like dropping a bit of shoulder, saying. It was doing a bit of this, that on the ball. It was good. I liked it. It's nice to see. Damn. Anyways, I hope not many people heard that. Yeah. Just moving on. Just moving on. Yeah. Martial. It was good, It's just, like, say Martial, what? Martial, what? I'm not gonna say too much. I'm not gonna say too much. They're catching me. Oh, they're catching me. They on to me. They on to me. They on to me, man. Tears in my eyes. Yo, with a little bit of rain. Martial, see, he does that Michael Jackson neck movement before he turns left. Like that. Like that. Oh, it's crazy. I'm just saying, I'm not saying too much. I'm just saying this is where goes Martial? Saying even Martial with the strength, man, he just stop the play like this, hold him there, stop protecting the ball, strength, ran down the byline, stop the ball, strength, kept the ball. Ooh, Martial, man. Damn. Tony Marshall. What a player. What a fucking player. I'm not gonna say too much. I'm not gonna say too much, man. I'm gonna say too much. Let me just chill. Anyways, moving on. Bro, Marshall is so smooth, bro. Oh my god. Bro. Marshall is so smooth, man. Yo. It's like when you shampoo your hair, like smooth, bro. It's just smooth. Or when you have like chocolate, melted chocolate and marshmallow, just smooth. Everything is smooth, I don't talk too much. Fast chill. Oh shit. Yesterday when Marshall came on, Rashford was just like, yes. When Marshall came on the pitch, Rashford was, yes. I could just I saw it. When Marshall came on the pitch, Rashford was like, damn. Oh man, Weghorst 10, Marshall 9, Ricky is creaming. I really admire you for coping with him. It's hard to listen sometimes. It is, trust me. It is. Weghorst in a 10. Get out of here, man. Imagine like Anthony, Martial, Rashford, Sancho, front four. Oh man. Delicious. Sensational. Absolute smooth as the most beautiful galaxy chocolate milk drink you could ever think of. Bro, give me some of that. Let me drink it all. Imagine Anthony, Martial, Rashford, Sancho with a sprinkle of Pelestri on there. Oh, and Garnacho in there. Oh, god damn it. This shit turned me on. Chill. Time out. Yo, time out. Oh man. Yo, Big Up Woodward says, when are we gonna see that, bro? I need it. Bro. Marshall, Anthony, Rashford, Sancho, with a bit of Pelestri, with a bit of Garnacho. Oh man. Yo. Wow. Okay. Let's come back. You Martial FC, man. You guys know how to you guys making me feel some type of way. Anyways, I'm getting hot, and I'm getting hot on the inside, not on the outside. Anyways, let's move on. Let's talk about, bro, composure, fast composure, chill, composure. Marshall has to leave fast. Marshall has to leave. Repeat, Marshall has to leave. Marshall has to leave. Oh God, Tony Marshall, man. Tony Marshall. You know when he's got that look, that demon look, that he's just looking at the goal and shit, man. Anyways. Anthony Santos, man. Yesterday, fantastic game from him. One of the best players on the pitch, if you ask me. Do you guys agree or disagree? I think for me, Anthony yesterday really silenced his haters quite a bit. His shooting wasn't on par though. You know, I would have liked him to make David Raya make some saves. That would have been nice. But he was yesterday cooking, man. He dropped the shoulder on a play a couple of times, took his player on, made a cross with his right foot. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Santos made a cross with his right foot that you guys didn't think he can do. Well, not you guys, but a few people thought that he can't do, but he did yesterday. He crossed the ball with his right foot. He whipped the ball with his left foot. Obviously, got a bit of pre-assist, you know, like pre something. So yeah, got his pre-assist to Sabitzer the assist, but you have to be in it to win it. Put the ball just right in the position where it needs to be with the left foot. It was good. It was good. And I think Scott McTominay could have buried that goal or made the keeper save, and that would have been good as well. For me, top performance, man, Anthony. Top performance, and he's a phenomenal player. The potential Anthony Santos has is huge potential in this squad with this manager as well. You know, huge potential. And I think for me, going forward, it's just his right backs need to do a lot more for him. We didn't buy a winger to be defensive. Let's be honest. We didn't buy a wing back. We bought a winger. But it's a massive help to have a winger who helps their fullback. It's just total football, isn't it? Jakub says he silenced his haters at the stadium with his shots for good, murdering the crowd. You mean he kicked the ball at the crowd? Kabila says it was luck, Faz. Even you know that was only the right-footed cross. Cabello probably said Ronaldo was gonna be a flop. I bet you when Cabello saw Cristiano Ronaldo join Manchester United, I bet you Cabello said Ronaldo is going to be a flop. I bet you. Because look at this. Wayne says, now this brother Faz I've clipped. Don't clip it. Don't clip anything. Don't clip anything. I don't consent. It's going to out of context. Faz, you fraud. Oh, don't clip it. Don't clip it. Spilling Media says Anthony was coaching. Anthony, I think he means Martial. But yeah, Santos for me, he just needs to keep developing and keep growing, you know, into this role that he has. He is working on his right foot, and I think he'll get better as Martial, you know, comes on. Because I noticed one thing, you know, this Martial does this: receive the ball, just quick. A lot of quick passes, and that's what Anthony loves. He loves quick passes. And now Anthony Santos, oh, you put a H because Anthony does not have a H in his name. He says now Anthony Santos was coaching Dallo. There was a moment when Dallo overlapped him, and the ball ended up, you know, with the opposition, and I think Dallo was caught. He had to run back, but Anthony says, "Wait, you stay. I got this. You stay higher up. I got this." And Anthony went and made the challenge and ran back. And that just shows you the type of player he is, man. That just shows you the type of player Anthony Santos is, and the quality that he can bring, because we all know he can bring huge quality to this squad. Huge quality. And I'm glad Tanak brought him in, you know. The money side, I'm not. we've overpaid for many other players that have been real bad flops. You know, we've done a lot of stuff with previous players that we've brought them for millions of pounds and then let them go for free. You know, but so I'm not going to hold his price tag against him. Work rate for wingers is underappreciated for sure, unless you are Grealish. Very good point, Jakub. True, but they will never understand. You could bang on and on and on about work rate, but they will not. They will not take it in. What up with the investors, by the way? It's very silent. Does that mean Glazers will stay? Silence doesn't mean that the Glazers will stay. Silence just means things are happening in the background. Whatever's happening is happening, and we just got to be patient. Marshall FC says he's the glue man. They complement each other so well. Cabello says, I can't believe that the last Anthony scored in the Prem was against Everton. 6 months later, we're playing them again, and he has not even assisted. Don't need him to do anything in the Prem. He just needs to play football. Numbers on the board is important, but he's put numbers on the board in competitions that are important as well, which is the knockout competitions. Scored against Barca, Charlton, you know, etc., etc. Let him do what he needs to do. You know, let him do what he needs to do. He's had his scored against Arsenal as well. It's his first season. I'm not expecting him to have fucking 20 goals. Whatever goals he's got, he's done well. It's contributed, and let him just continually contribute. And I'm sure next season he'll bury some more chances as well and create some more chances. Or as the season progresses as well, you'll see him develop more. Ten Hag is going to be working with him. That's Ten Hag's guy. You point a finger at Anthony, you point a finger at Ten Hag. That's what I'm saying. You want to point a finger at Anthony, you are pointing a finger at Ten Hag. Because that's his guy. That is his son. He is the one that's going to work with him. He is the one that has a plan with him. He is the one that brought him into Ajax and utilized him and unlocked him, you know? So that's what it is. Yeah, probably so. You're right, SM. You know, certain gaffers have that one or two player that they just live by. They just live by. And Martinez and Anthony are Ten Hag's guys. Frankie de Jong is Ten Hag's guy. That's just what it is. Certain gaffers just don't let players go. Just this, it's like Klopp and Henderson and Milner, you know? Just don't want to let them go. Don't want to let them go. Even now they're declining, whatever. They don't want to let them go. Cabello says, nah, Faz, don't do that. The Prem is the main dish. You know he scores against guys that work a 9 to 5, then play. The disrespect. The disrespect. You're calling Europa League players part-time players. The disrespect in your tone, Cabello. I expected better from you. I expected miles better from you. Moving on. Swiftly moving on. We spent a lot of time on Martial, which we didn't need to. Marcus Rashford. Amazing yesterday, man. Amazing. There's a conversation about Marcus Rashford between Marcus Rashford and Mitoma. People are saying that Mitoma is a better player than Marcus Rashford. As much as I agree, I also do somewhat disagree because Mitoma is a good player, fantastic player that creates fantastic chances with the forward line he has. But Marcus Rashford can take the game by the scruff of the neck and make something happen. As much as Marcus Rashford might not be an overall better footballer, but Marcus Rashford, in his own right, in his own attributes, what he does possess, is clear of Mitoma. Mitoma can shoot the ball like Marcus Rashford, just like I need to actually see Mitoma's, maybe one day we need to just sit and compare Rashford and Mitoma's dribbling, because this dribbling is a big thing. For me, Marcus Rashford can dribble. Like, bro, he can dribble. He does it week in, week out. I don't know why people are always fantasizing about players that play for other teams. Like, Marcus Rashford can dribble. He can. So I don't know why people are so hell-bent. Oh, almost says, put your clothes back on, almost in the chat. SM says, like Haaland, though, Rashford doesn't offer much when he doesn't get touches. Against Newcastle, he had fewest touches of any players. So you want to rate a player, you want to give Rashford minus points because he doesn't do much of the ball. Well, in that case, give Anthony loads of plus points because he does do a lot of things on off the ball, right? So credit Anthony for his off the ball work, just like you discredit Rashford for his off the ball work. Same energy, balance. Big up Double A as well, talking kit in the chat saying Faz, Ashley Young and Fellaini or Shaw and Bruno. Like this is what I have to deal with Ricky. Ashley Young is apparently now good enough to play for Manchester United or be in Manchester United. I don't understand on what planet at 37 years old, 35 years old, just because Ashley Young is in Villa, who are -1 on goal difference, by the way, that people say Ashley Young is good. I don't understand how. I really don't. Cabello says even Mitoma can do that fast. That guy even has a. I knew it. I knew you were gonna say degree. He's got a degree. When did we? When was the last time you, in your day-to-day life, used the Pythagoras theorem? Because you learned Pythagoras theorem when you were in school. I remember. They taught you Pythagoras theorem. Find X. When was the last time you found X in your real life other than looking for your ex? And I mean your ex-girlfriend. The only X you got to find is your ex-girlfriend. What's this degree prop? Oh, he has a degree in dribbling. Oh, yeah. What's this? Yo. The streets don't care about no degree. You know that and I know that. Let's be honest. The streets do not care about a degree. His degree doesn't hold any value in the transfer market. His degree doesn't. I don't know what, this degree thing is. Yeah, I'll take illiterate Rashford any day as well. Finding X was wild. Third eye, I'm telling you. Talking Kid says Mitoma and Rashford are the same age. Rashford has been doing it for longer. He's clearly a better player. Mitoma needs to keep this up for a sustained period. And that's true. Also, Mitoma hasn't done anything in Europe. Rashford has told Mbappe to sit down. That's Kylian Mbappe. Marcus Rashford touched his head and said, sit down. Marcus Rashford does this. He did this against Barcelona. Marcus Rashford does this at the highest level of football that you can possibly find. You could get Mitoma, and Mitoma might just be a good player, but at a mid-table team, and that's nothing wrong with that. That's still a very good player. But just people just think, oh my God, look at him. He's performing so well at a Brighton team who are doing so well. Oh my God, they shouldn't be doing this well. And he's got doing so well, and he's got a degree as well. Oh my God. I don't understand. Like, I want to give credit to my own players as well, just as much as you want to give credit to opposition players. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And I tell you what, Wan-Bissaka would toast Mitoma as well. Wan-Bissaka would absolutely smoke Mitoma. Mitoma is not going past Wan-Bissaka or Malacia in that fact, because Malacia plays both sides. Mitoma's not going past either of them. I can guarantee that. I'll second that. Jadon Sancho, good game yesterday. Liked what he did. He was in his, he's starting to find confidence, and I like that. I like that he's starting to feel comfortable with the grass. I want him to continually build on this. My most important thing with Jadon Sancho is minutes, because I know his ability. The ability is no doubt there. Absolutely no doubt there. Just needs to keep the minutes going, keep the minutes ticking, keep improving, keep developing, keep pushing, and he'll be fine. That's all he needs to do. Just keep upgrading bit by bit. Upgrade bit by bit. Sancho was mid, says Spilling Media. You could say mid, but he didn't drop a stinker. We did win the game. I'm gonna give him a prop, sure. He did start to little bit fade towards the end of the game, so he got subbed off. Just the intensity needs to remain for full 90 minutes, solid 100% intensity. I know that's hard. It's physically impossible. You're a footballer, you're a human, you're running constantly, or you have to do huge bursts of run. So I can understand a huge, conversation about him not being aggressive when the ball is in the air. I don't like that. I don't like people saying Sancho is 5'10", he can't jump. He can't jump with 6'2" centre backs. Just because you're short, you can't jump. That's bullshit, because Malacia jumps all the time. Martinez jumps all the time. And Vegas is built like the Eiffel Tower and can't jump to save his life. So all I'm asking for Jadon Sancho to do is be more aggressive. That's all I've asked. But Twitter is Twitter. They'll take one thing and change it to a total different narrative. Um, Jadon Sancho can be a bit more aggressive, and that's true. Can be a bit more strong. Put some strength on, and he'll be fine. Just like Anthony is, strong player, very strong physically, never backs away from a tackle. So yeah, that's just my thing with Jadon Sancho. Would have liked him to get an assist or create some chances, use his creativity a bit more. Intricate passing was there, first touch was good, didn't risk the ball too much. At times he tried to kind of make a pass through, make a cross through, and it didn't work, but it's okay. That's part and parcel of the game. But for me, Jadon Sancho had a good game yesterday. And like I said, just build on it. We won the game at the end of the day. We won the game. Nobody stunk up the gaff. You could say he was mid, but when the team is performing well, obviously he's part of the team that's performing well. So you have to give him props as well. But I think that brings me to the full team. Fred came on and Fred did what he had to do, which is see the game out, bring some energy, bring some legs. Should have scored that goal though from Rashford when Rashford set him up. I don't know why. Fred with his left foot as well. Remember the time when we used to say Fred has more goals this season with his left foot than Messi does. I remember early on this season we were saying that Fred should have scored that goal, or even at least make the keeper work. One of the reasons that I have an issue is we don't make the keeper work. Make the keepers work, take some shots at the keeper, make them dive, make them make a save, make them punch the ball, make them do something. We just don't have enough shots. So I like that Anthony had so many shots yesterday. Ole said, Ole is in the chat. Damn. Ole says, honestly, Ten Hag should play Rashford as a number 9 for the rest of the season. 100% agree. I can second that. Cabello says, hot take. You've had hot takes all evening. Hot take, we will draw the game at OT 0-0 at the weekend. And I don't agree because I remember you said something about another game thinking that we're going to lose, and we didn't. So because you said a draw, I think we're going to win. I thought we were going to win anyways. Spilling Media says ETH wasn't happy. The team did mid-performance. He thinks about Champions League football. As long as we have Bruno and Dalo in our team, we will not win Champions League next season. Tough conversations. Some people want to agree. Some people want to disagree. For me, we will cross that bridge come summertime when Ten Hag tries to look for more players, because he will try and look for more players. And the other thing is we need to ship some players out as well. But yeah, that kind of brings me to the end of my stream. Thank you all for joining. I wish Palestri got some minutes yesterday. I really do. Don't know what's going on with Elanga as well. Doesn't get to see squad at all. He's not even in the squad. I think Ten Hag is just gonna, ship him off. I don't know why Fred didn't start, but it worked out in our favor instead. And obviously Martial, I've touched on Martial already as well. Other than that, we just move on to Everton game, and I'm feeling somewhat confident, against Everton. On top of that, I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? Luke Shaw's injury. The good news has come out that Luke Shaw's okay. Luke Shaw's fine. So nothing to worry about with that, which is always positive because he's just signed his new deal. But this is what Malacia brings to the table as well. Because Luke Shaw signed his new deal, he's going to be looking over his shoulder thinking, I can't just relax. I can't just ease off the gas. Malacia is right there, especially after yesterday's performance. Luke Shaw's going to see Malacia is right there fighting for my position, day in, day out. So, yeah. Elanga is linked to PSV. Take him, Spilling Media. He can be your new Hakpo. Yeah, big up to everyone. Thank you all for joining. I'll be back with another stream tomorrow to preview the Everton game. Watch out for that. Make sure after the stream ends, drop a comment on the stream as well in the comment section. I would appreciate that. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Peace, love, and guidance. And we keep moving, man. Top 4. By the way, Martial is smooth. Let me just tell you that.